All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My name is Thor, and this is It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast, episode 39. Almost about to hit the big 4-0. I have already jacked up the podcast.
Yep, out of the gate.
Out of the gate. I do not have it recording on the computer, and it is only recording from the console, which makes a much bigger file and a much bigger pain in my ass to get it all sized and edited down. But that's fine. That's why I have the backup. I would have stopped and started over, but the song goes on, and I have no way of stopping the song until it plays. It's like 3.5 minutes out. So, because this thing doesn't have a stop button for some reason. And you can hit the other buttons, and it just makes sound effects over top of your songs.
It just overdubs,
yeah. So we're off to a rip-roaring start already. Speaking of rip-roaring starts, to my left in his shorts and T-shirts, because the weather has finally turned to nice, we've got Bubby.
Where fantasy meets ecstasy.
Damn it. I forgot mine. I'll get it on the way.
Okay. It's okay.
Sitting next to Bubby, fresh off of a trip to Oklahoma, we've got Tyler.
How do you like them, Apple?
And then phoning in from parts unknown after activities unknown with people unknown, we've got Amanda.
Hi.
Hi, she says. Rip-roaring good time. So, as I said, the weather has turned lovely. It was almost 80 degrees today. Here we are in the first week of April. Today, I'll give the date of today's because it is a momentous day. Today is April 8th. And let's just get right to it. There was a freaking eclipse today.
Yeah, there was. 97% coverage.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Amanda has no idea what we're talking about.
She was in the office all day.
Yeah, she didn't know there was no eclipse. Amanda, did you get a good view of the eclipse from wherever you're at?
I just watched it, 3 separate versions of it online.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Was it this eclipse or just a eclipse that you were watching
secondhand
online?
eclipse watching.
I watched the eclipse as it happened in each area that it happened.
Okay, I saw like a live news.
I watched it happen a lot.
Yeah, I watched a live newscast from Niagara Falls when it was happening. It was dark as hell in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Like it got a little dark here.
Yeah, it was really dark. Mexico, somewhere in Mexico was the first one I watched, and it was really dark there. But
yeah, here we got, it got like a little dusky, but not like
dropped a few degrees.
Yeah, it did get a little colder. I didn't notice that.
Wind was blowing.
Yeah.
But we had fairly good skies to watch it, and we all stood out there with our paper glasses on and staring at the sun. Now, Bubby,
We did the same.
not only do I know you did the same, I've seen a photo of what appears to be your son knocked over by the eclipse.
First of all, I was at my office looking with my
Team of people you work with.
Yeah. So he happened to be at home with his mom because he had to go home sick today.
Oh, sick of not seeing that eclipse.
Eclipse illness, yeah.
Yeah, he had eclipse flu.
Yeah. So he got glasses, I suppose, from school and took them home. And
Yeah.
watched it from our front porch.
There you go.
There you go.
He was laying down with his fingers in his ears because
You don't want to hear the eclipse.
he doesn't want to hear the dogs in the neighborhood barking.
Okay, I thought he was worried about the sound the sun was going to make when the moon was scraping against it on the way by.
Nope, just being outside with the neighborhood dogs.
Slip on past you.
And they were probably barking because it was getting dark or something.
So as you guys know, I live near an elementary school.
Yep.
They're zoning in on my house every day. Like they're getting closer and closer. And you could hear them. So they took the kids outside to see the eclipse. And they put in a new speaker system not too long ago, and they have an inordinate amount of outdoor speakers for whatever it is they're doing over there. And you can hear them clearly in the morning, like reading the lunch menu or whatever from the school. And this time around, the kids are all out there, and all you can hear is, make sure you keep your glasses on if you're going to look at the sun. Don't take your glasses off if you're going to look at the sun. You'll hurt your eyes. It'll be bad. If you... And you know one of them idiot children just took their damn glasses off, stared right at the sun, is blind as hell right now.
Yep.
Can't see a damn thing, probably injured for life.
I didn't realize that was actually a thing called eclipse blindness that can go away.
Could go away.
Could.
Sometimes it just burns a hole right in your retina,
yeah.
and now you got a hole in your retina.
That's a chance you want to take?
Yeah, not me. I'm a hard pass. We were at work, and we're getting ready to start the day, and I kind of looked at one of the guys I work with, Scott. Shout out if you're listening, Scott. I don't know if he does or not. And I said, why don't you run to the store and get like 10 pairs of glasses, because I don't need these idiots going home because they burned out their eyesight staring up at the sun. And so he went out and got them, and sure shooting every bit of those, every one of those 10 pairs got used because nobody thought to get it.
Everybody waited to the last minute.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that waited. I waited to the last minute.
Now you got a guy though.
I found a guy.
What did he tell you?
So I ended up going online, finding the community chit chat on Facebook that we always talk about.
Yeah.
And someone had posted that this shop had some, so I call him and I was like, hey, I'm in Springfield and they're in a different town. And I said, you
can name the town. I don't think it'll be
Ozark.
upset. You probably name the business too.
Right.
They probably won't make him mad either.
2 chicks in a head shop.
There you go.
In Ozark. So I called him. I said, well, I'm coming from Springfield. Do you guys have enough if I make a trip down there that you'll still have some? And he goes, oh, I've got plenty. I've got enough to last till the next eclipse. Just come on down. And I was like, good.
He might have overbought on that.
Yeah.
The Hy-Vee, which I speak of frequently, had them, and I kept looking at them. And my wife had said she had ordered some, and we did, but I just don't know where they are. We couldn't find them. So I sent Scott over to get there because it's right by work. I said, go run over there and get them. Of course, they're out, so we had to run to the other one and get them from there because that's the only other place we knew for sure had those glasses, and luckily they had them. But they got a sign up like in the front window when we went there for lunch that said like, we ain't got no more of them glasses. Stop asking.
Yeah.
And then they had like the kiosk, like the little like standee that had all the glasses, like right inside the door with another sign on it that said, we still ain't got none. So quit asking. I try to sell them to the people at work for $10 a pop, but nobody bought them.
Those things got to be just red hot in some of those stores, just fly off the shelf when they get them.
Right. Well, today, like if the eclipse is starting and you're the only person who has any, you could sell them some bitches for like $10 each because they're either going to get them or they're not. Right.
Yeah,
You'll miss out on this once in a lifetime celestial event, or you're going to buy them $10 sunglasses.
Yep.
Director of our the preschool at our church bought them in advance for all the teachers so the teachers could go out.
Not the kids.
Not taking the kids out. Nope.
Because
not at
preschoolers, they're dumb as hell.
Yeah,
they're going to straight up stare.
yeah.
You got to keep them from doing that to begin
I was
with.
going to say they do that on a daily basis. Just
So
Carl, stop staring at the sun.
we were all out there, and they had extras for the staff.
They just leave the kids alone and they like nap time, put them down and like, see ya.
they rotated the
Okay, so everybody got a
around,
chance to see
yeah. And
Yeah,
then-
my oldest got to go out and watch it for about an hour.
At like a school? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my youngest comes home and my wife's like, or my wife kind of said, how'd it go? And he goes, well, one little girl got to go out and see it. And she's like, wait, I didn't think you guys were going to see it. And she goes, oh yeah, you had to sign up. The school didn't tell us.
Oh.
There was one girl in the entire school apparently that got signed up and got to go out and watch it.
Because they gave all those kids a form and like, have your parents fill this out, and they
That's
fucking
funny.
ate those forms for
Yep,
sure.
Pretty much.
You know your kid did. Like, no, form, nom, nom, nom.
Nom, nom.
still sitting in their backpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
He colored a picture on it and threw it away.
So when I was a kid, so Bubby, this is me and you way back in the day, they didn't have these glasses. You couldn't get these glasses.
No,
Like,
no pinhole and
Right.
piece of paper.
so we built the whole box. So we built a pinhole camera.
Right.
Where you could, the reflective thing.
Yeah.
we did
So you
that.
made a pinhole, and then that went in onto a piece of paper, and then you put the whole thing over your head because we, again, could not be trusted. So we had to put this whole cardboard box over our head to keep us from looking at the sun, probably. And then you could see the sun coming through the pinhole and being on the piece of paper, and you could watch the crescent move across the thing and stuff. So there's like, I don't know, 15 or 20 kids just standing out in a field with cardboard boxes on their head.
It worked though.
Yeah, no, 100%. We did it today. We punched some holes in some paper. I did the okay, and got that lined up. So I got the thing to work too. And then like all the trees, you could see it in the leaves and stuff. It was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah. It's a neat happening. It's a once or twice in a lifetime deal.
this will be my fourth or fifth one. So I'm going to say it's more than that. But,
Is it? Well, I mean, total eclipses though.
oh, yeah, if you're in the path of
The
totality.
last one of these, I think, that came over to the U.S. was 1979.
That'd have been the one. That'd have been the one. My stupid ass was out there with a box
And the next
on my
one's
head.
2044.
We will
they
be
said.
There's one in
70.
there's the one in 20 years.
We
Yeah.
will be 70. No, it's like 16 years, 17 years, something like that.
It's 2044.
2044.
20 years.
So 20 years.
Oh, it is 20 years.
So I'll be 71.
Yep, and I'll be 70.
You go, this is my third. Oh, speaking of which, if I had a drinking game today of the times I'd heard the word totality, I would be I would be dead right now.
I was so drunk.
Now, Amanda, so you saw it this time around. Did you see the last time they did the eclipse, which was like a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Any?
I like how you said when they did the eclipse. Like,
Yeah. Like,
What?
no, it's the government. The government does
I'm
that.
not sure.
The moon's not real.
right? I remember. I was working outside.
That moon landing wasn't real.
Yeah. I just stood in like a parking lot. Like I was going to someplace and I got out, stood in a parking lot, watched it, got back in the truck and kept driving to where I was going.
Yep, I was working for AT&T and was out working on a house, watched it, and was like, okay, and climbed
Yeah.
the pole I went.
Oh, I saw a post today of one of our attendees of the church, and they were wearing welding helmets.
Oh, yeah, you could do
Had
that.
welder's helmets on looking at it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had friends. Now, I mean, it's a cool thing. It's a very
Yeah.
neat happening. I had friends that drove to West Plains. Now, those of you that don't know the relation, West Plains is about 2.5 hours.
Right.
Totality.
I don't think it's 2.5 hours drive
Worth of fun.
or probably 7-hour round trip worth of fun to see 3% more. That just goes to show you
Now it gets dark as hell though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
that would be kind of neat. That just goes to show you what guys will do for an extra 3%.
Oh, I see where we're going there. That was a long time for that. Peepaw went out there. Peepaw went
long
out there,
time for that.
and he was out in the
Yep.
totality. He took the misses because last time he didn't, and she wasn't happy. About
Our
that.
purchasing guy did the same thing. I think he went.
Yep, we had a bunch of people who went there. We accidentally sent some people down there to Texas as well.
Yep.
Didn't know didn't think about the eclipse at all, and they're going down there to do some training for our work. And I try to rent them a car, and it's like $1,800 for the week to rent a car.
Yeah.
To rent like 2-seater. I'm like, the fuck is this about? And I'm like, okay, what if they rent
Better
it
be a
from,
Mustang.
what if they rent it from Tuesday on? Oh, it's like $200. I'm like, the hell is, and I go, the eclipse.
Yeah.
Because where they are is in the path of the totality. So like everybody's there,
Everything's
and they're
jacked up.
they're in a rental car to be
No.
seen.
Yeah, they're down in Austin.
Or a hotel room, probably.
Now, luckily, the place that they're going for this training had already booked the hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Because
And
I was not going to be able to get them on.
The funny thing is I didn't ask her to do that.
They
I
just did it?
and they just did it. And
well,
I'm
because
like,
they knew.
But then once I never canceled it, and then
Yeah.
once it came about, I was like, oh, that kind of worked out.
Yeah, because they knew because they're in
Yeah.
Austin. They knew that bananas was coming. I totally forgot about the thing until we got close. There you go. That shows how much I know. Right out
That's
there.
the big news story today.
That's the big news story. Now, the other news story we got, Amanda, Tyler has sitting in front of him a jar of brown liquid that you and I and Bubby know very well.
Bubby, I would like for you to hand me my glass, please.
Unfortunately. Oh, stop that.
Okay, Bubby, you're gonna hand out all the glasses. So let's make sure you know whose is who. All right, Bubby got mine right. Now you got a 50-50 shot, and he said it already once. All you have to do is guess
And
between.
there's a second clue that I've said a couple times.
You just have to guess which one is Tyler's. He knows which
I'll
one
give you a
his is.
hint.
No, don't give him a hint. He's got to do this
He
on his
doesn't know
own.
the hint.
Okay, don't give him a hint. He has to make a decision. You suck so hard, Bubby.
No.
It's a 1 in 2 chance, and you still somehow
I
screwed
got it
this up.
wrong.
It's my favorite color, Bubby. Blue.
Yep.
I was going to say that. I was like, he doesn't know what my favorite color is. So,
Bubby knows his.
2 weeks in a row, Amanda. I got it wrong.
right.
Now, do you have it now? Do you know
do.
whose golden girl is whose?
I do.
All right. You got mine. I'm proud of you on that one.
Yeah, and you got yours. So that's good.
Amanda, we also have, for me and Bubby, because we already participated in the other bad thing, we have the banana pudding.
Yeah, we do.
I'm assuming that you did not want any of that anyway.
I'm sad.
I'm sorry. I have something I need to say before I forget.
Okay. You go ahead. With you and your screaming children, go ahead while Bubby pours liquids for us.
Listen, I stopped so that you could hear me better.
Right?
I can't control what's happening around me.
No, I understand that.
So I talked to friend Carol today.
Oh.
Friend of the podcast, Carol.
Yep.
And she has an addition to the bingo board.
Okay.
And I think it's awesome.
Okay.
And I'm sad that I did not think of it before. But we need to add 100%.
100%. We do need to add that.
100%.
100%.
You and Tyler. Stay
Yeah.
up all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will add that to the bingo card. Your brother had a couple that he wanted to add as well that I need to look at adding. All right, Tyler, do you want to pour your own or are you going to have Bubby
Yeah,
pour it?
no, I'm gonna smell it and pour it and
Okay. So Tyler is
commentate on.
Tyler missed out on sweet tea last week. And so
You might want to shake it up.
that is
Why would I?
No, I would
I don't know if that'll help.
It doesn't really smell.
Yeah.
Nah,
It doesn't.
yeah.
I think
That's not the smell ain't the problem. I'd shake that up if I were you. I really would.
Okay.
I can't imagine it gets better. No, like Amanda said, but
Nah.
I think you definitely want to mix the flotsam and jetsam that's floating around in there. Yeah,
Is this gasoline?
might 100% be
See
drink.
those fumes that came out when you pulled the cork off?
Yeah, I wouldn't get a. Did you fill that up?
What's 3/4?
Did you fill that up?
Yeah.
Did you fill that up?
Oh God.
I'm going to tell you where we were. We went back. Me and Bubby were dumb enough to go back.
All right, that's full.
Yeah, I did. I think. No?
All right, Tyler. Now get a sniff in the cup. Anything besides
No,
grain?
No.
All right. He's nervous. He's shaking a little bit.
My knee's shaking. All right.
This will take care of that.
Yeah, this will burn off everything you got going on.
You're going to be really relaxed.
It's stouter than the older ones.
It burns.
Oh, it almost came back.
That has a kick to it. I do taste a little bit of tea.
Yeah. I thought the
There's
tea got
no-
better the second time.
It's not as bad as
I
Malort.
think
No, but
I
it's
think the tea depends on like your pour. Because
Ugh.
like my first sip had a bunch of tea. The second one,
yeah, it's
all
like
gasoline.
it's like some sort of the flavorings just kind of floating around in there, but not mixed in somehow.
No, it's not sweet.
Yeah.
No. Like that is a complete lie, right?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's not great.
No, it's
Very burny.
no, it's very stout. Like for
that would.
for the amount of liquid alcohol that they say is in there, it seems like twice that.
Yeah,
much.
it does.
All right. Where does it fall on the list?
All right, where do you
It's
put?
obviously right above Malort. It's not like Malort level, but we haven't traced anything that is between the two.
Yeah,
So
no.
I
This
would
is
say
sitting directly above Malort. I would
that's
agree
the
with that.
banana stuff is probably number one, along with two.
Two.
Eggo's probably number one,
I'd say it goes one.
and then any of those shots
Yeah, any of the shots was in the middle.
or in the middle.
I would put I want to put energy drink.
Yeah.
Probably dead center. That the
Celsius.
the Celsius. Yeah, I'm gonna put that probably about dead center. That's gonna be my
Yeah.
my jumping off up or down point. I think.
That's it.
Salute.
Oh, that banana pudding's so good, folks. They don't sponsor this show, but damn it, get out there and get you some of this banana pudding.
Old Smoky. Come on.
Old Smoky, because it is.
It'll never do you wrong.
Oh, that is 100% the case.
My sinuses are open.
Sorry, drink. Damn it, that's gonna be a drink.
If you have a cough, it's cleared up the cough.
Yeah.
So my wife has a cough,
Uh-huh.
and I keep threatening the Malort at her because I will say it says medicinal on the body on the bottle, and it cleared my cough out. That 100-year cough that I'd been toting around forever. I haven't coughed once since I.
It's because that Malort's 100 years old.
Right, just ate right through the back of my throat and took care of whatever's back there. All right, we got some stuff
Okay.
on our list for this week. Why did I post that in there? I have to repost that picture that I freaking posted in random spots. Bubby, do you have anything you want to talk about here?
I have a Parker story. Do you have the sound effect yet?
We'll sing it when we get there.
All right.
Me and Tyler will do it live
Yeah,
when we
we'll
get to
do
that
it.
point.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a couple here. We talked about the eclipse already. Let me tell you this quick story. I get a call at work last week, middle of the week. It's my wife. She is calling because she is very upset. Now, would you like to take a guess? Because there's no way you can. But so my wife had to go get her mom, who had some stuff done, like she had a cataract, I don't know, some eye thing going on.
Okay.
And so went and had a thing done. And so she had to go pick her up from it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think anybody's mad at me for saying that. But they came back to the house and they were watching TV,
Okay.
antenna TV at my house, and they ran leave some from Tyler.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Ran across a show that upset her so much that she had to call me to tell me about it. Anyone want to take a guess at what show upset my wife so much she had to call me to tell me?
Is this a recent show?
No, this is not a recent show.
Golden Girls.
Don't say it, Bubby. Don't say it because you're looking at the notes, and you're not allowed to vote now because you're looking at the notes.
Golden Girls.
It was not Golden.
I was open just because.
But it doesn't say what show.
Yeah, but you know what show it is because it's one show he's on.
2.
She is mad because she has been watching old reruns of Family Feud.
Oh God.
Starring Richard Dawson. Now, did you ever see any episodes with Richard Dawson? Amanda, do you know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, Richard Dawson, look him up when you get a chance, is the penultimate 70s dude.
Yep.
Okay? He looks like, if you say dude from the 70s and you go to Wikipedia and look up the entry for dudes from the 70s, his picture will be on there. He is the most stereotypical, like, 70s dude ever. And he was the host of the Family Feud for a long time. Now, Bubby, what do we know? Because this is back in me and yours days. What do we know about Richard Dawson? What's he going to do when he's going down the line talking to all the
He's going to kiss every girl.
every girl? He's going to kiss her like on the hand,
No.
on the cheek.
No.
Where are you going to kiss her, Bubby?
On the lips.
Straight on the mouth. No matter how young or old you are.
Quite a playboy. It was Hugh Hefner and then Richard.
Yeah.
Right, 100%. So he's going down the line, just macking on every woman.
And every girl wanted
Yeah.
a kiss too.
Every woman on here, and it upset my wife enough that she had to call me and ask me, "Hey, did I know who Richard Dawson was?" And I was like, "Yes, well aware who he is." And
Yeah.
she goes, "Do you know what he's doing?" I was like, "Yes,
Don't worry, honey. He's dead.
yeah, he's dead, so you don't have to worry about him. He's not going to get you." But she was so upset that she's like, "There's no way they could do this nowadays." I was like, "No, they could not.
Absolutely not.
But back in the day,
It's
you
the
know,
Wild West.
yeah, the 70s. Who
Dude, are
knows?
you kidding me right now?
You show up to a party, put your keys in a bowl, you take home who you get.
Yeah,
That's how the
right.
70s worked,
You got a bowl of keys and a bowl of pills. Let's see.
right?
No, that's
So-
Richard Dawson was also on Hogan's Heroes.
Are you sure about
I'm
that?
positive, yes.
Who's
I
he
watched
on Hogan
many,
Heroes?
Many episodes. I don't know his character name, but he was on it, yes.
But Tyler, will you look that up for me? Because I'm not 100% sure of this, but I'll
He was
believe
on it.
Okay. I need to know who
That's
he was.
where his fame came from to do Family Feud.
My dad loved Hogan's Heroes. Another show my wife does not like. She thinks it's inappropriate. And it is inappropriate that there should be a comedy that takes place in a concentration camp
German war.
during World War II.
come on, that's comedy gold, dude.
Right.
And they could have all snuck out and left, but no, they stayed
Yeah, no, they
there.
could have. Every one of them could have escaped easily. Like, they could have all just gone, but nope.
Let's just say we've made a progression in the last 50 years of
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
are acceptable to things.
But the
that
things,
are no.
like the things that else were on there were like, you had Beverly Hillbillies, you had like Green Acres, you had shows like that, and then this weird ass show just set in a Nazi concentration camp.
Yep.
But it's just, we're having fun. We're
Schultz.
We're doing
Sorry,
adventures.
What do you want me to look up?
Richard
Hogan's
Dawson.
Heroes?
Hogan's Heroes. Richard Dawson.
Sorry.
I'm not saying you're a liar, Bubby, but I
Yes,
would
you
like
are.
to. I would like to be proven wrong here. I'm gonna finish my drink.
What was that noise?
Probably my chair squeaking.
No, it's on the headsets.
Probably outside because I have the windows open.
Nope, somebody's wire, somebody's cable.
You are the only person hearing it.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
It's not in the recording. This is all you.
All right.
Is it in your head?
It's the eclipse.
Huh?
I'm a little lightheaded. after
No,
that.
100%. That's how I got last week. Like, I had 2 of those, and I was like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
is. I should eat something before I do
Yeah.
this."
I had to drive home.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna wait. I was gonna have another one, but I probably shouldn't. Like
No, that stuff is.
Like,
it's
that's-
stout, dude.
You can alternate the banana pudding.
that might be
and
straight
that.
butane. I don't know.
It is.
All right, sorry, I'm in it now.
He's already forgot who you asked.
Yeah, he's lost. He's lost 100%.
Dude,
Sweet
can't
tea done
think.
knocked him out too. Freaking sweet tea. That stuff's terrible.
Cheers.
Cheers. Finish yours up. I will say the banana pudding is very sticky, though.
That was my number 2.
All right.
I had 2.
That's probably enough for you then. It's very sticky. Like, I feel.
It is.
Richard Dawson. Here
Okay.
we go.
Tyler's looking up Richard Dawson. Amanda, you
Hogan's
got
Heroes, Newkirk.
Newkirk. Really? Oh yeah. I guess I can see it. See, I only know the older. I only associate the older version.
Yeah, he was also the match game.
Yeah. which is another one that I'm sure he's just
And then
macking on.
in a number of movies. And
Yeah. We just watched a documentary on Clue, the movie, and there's a lot of famous people in that damn movie.
Yeah, there is.
is that an older one?
It was just on.
It's like 80s.
Yeah. Not real old,
Late
but like-
80s, early 90s. That was
Yeah.
85, 86, somewhere in there, I'm going to guess.
It was on the
That's what I
Laugh
was-
Channel like a week ago.
That's not funny.
Huh? Clue?
I'm just kidding.
Laugh funny?
Clue's
Or laugh-
pretty funny.
Is it?
It's-
I'm just
You ever watch that movie?
actually I haven't.
I saw it in theaters. But did you see it in theaters?
No.
Okay.
On TV.
So when you went and saw it in theaters, it had 3 different endings,
Oh,
depending on which showing or theater you went to. So Who Done It? You may have seen a version of Who Done It, and then everyone else you know saw a different version of Who Done It.
Oh, that's
and
pretty good.
so Mrs. Peacock did it in one version. I'm just making that up. I don't know for sure. But then in the version everybody else saw, it was Colonel Mustard, and you're like, the fuck is going on here? And now that they show it, they do like the 2 possible endings, and then they give you a real ending. Or they just kind of blend all 3 of those together.
no, I got you.
So Amanda,
Yes.
still with us? Just check in. Anything on your side of the world that you would like to talk about?
Nope.
Where are you coming from?
What do you mean? Where am I coming from?
Well, you're driving. Where are you coming from?
From work.
Oh, just from work? Oh, I thought you had gone
Yeah.
someplace cool. I thought you had
But you were on the road.
Nope.
on the road doing like
It's a long way from work to
It
the
is a long
podcast
way.
every week, and sometimes I can't make it.
right? It's like an hour drive. I used to make that drive every day.
It's a
one way. It's a hike.
Yep.
Bubba used to make that drive too. Tyler made
Yep.
most of that drive.
I did it on Saturday.
Oh, how was that?
It was great.
Did you ride the new thing?
No, didn't have time.
Okay.
And it's super crowded.
Yeah, I imagine.
It may be a year before I
You're fine.
don't have to wait an hour and a half to ride it.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. So, I got a question.
Ask.
And I was thinking of this the other day because I was wearing a sweatshirt from my favorite food establishment in the universe. It's a small restaurant. There's now 4 of them from my hometown.
Captain D.
Captain D's. No, if I want to pick one of the 2, it's going to be Long John Silver's.
Oh, yeah,
first of all,
for sure.
Yes.
a good Long John Silver's beats Captain D's any day of the week.
Yeah.
A terrible Long John Silver's should be burned to the ground because they can straight up ruin
Yeah.
that one in Ozark. I'm talking to
Very
you.
bad.
They can just
true.
ruin anything. And also okay, I'm now on a rant. Here we go. Also, if you are a Long John Silver's plus something, I know you're going to be terrible.
Yeah.
If you're a Kentucky Hut or any one of the combinations, the KFC Long John Silver's is the one you see the most of. They're going to ruin that for sure. So we have in Springfield one good Long John Silver's, and it's on the north side of town. It's up there on Glenstone, way up north. Mm-hmm. And they're still doing it right. But there's one down on
There's one on Sunshine.
West Bypass. There's one on Sunshine.
No, never mind.
That's a Captain D's.
That's Captain D's.
There's a Long John Silver's on West Bypass that is KFC, and that's terrible. And the one in Ozark is also just a royal shit show. Mm-hmm. But that one up north is still real good. And so, but that is not where I was going with this. But thank you for calling out the old people restaurant, Amanda. I will eat at Captain D's though. I will eat at Captain D's, but the sides are not as good at the Captain D's as it. That coleslaw ain't near what Long John Silver's coleslaw is. Anyway, off my soapbox that one. My hometown has a restaurant called the Texas Inn. Mm-hmm. There's 2 in my hometown, Lynchburg, Virginia. For a shout out to the Hilltoppers of EC Glass. So there's 2 in there. There's one in Roanoke and one in. They have since added one in my college town of Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I would have murdered a bitch for one in Harrisonburg. I'll tell you that right now. And it's the Texas Inn. The Texas Inn in Lynchburg is a very small. It's been there for forever. It's a countertop restaurant. It's got 15 stools. That's it. If there are more than 15 people, fuck you, wait in line because you ain't getting to sit down. You can get it to go if you want. And at this establishment, they serve the cheese western, which is a hamburger cooked inside of an egg with cheese, and then the secret sauce, which is their relish. So they have this sweet yellow relish, and it is the magic ingredient that makes this place what it is. And this relish, if you spill it on your shirt, Doesn't matter what color shirt you have. You got a black shirt on, doesn't matter. White shirt, green, blue, purple, orange, red, doesn't matter. It will immediately, and I mean 2 seconds, will stain your shirt. And that stain is permanent. So you have to be careful when you're eating there, because if you get it on you, you got it on you forever. So you get the cheese Western, 2 of those, and you get what's called the bowl all the way. And that's a bowl of chili with onions and that relish. And I would murder everyone in this room right now for 2 cheese Westerns and a bowl all the way.
I wish they'd make a T-shirt that said I went to the Texas Inn and got it on me.
They should. They've got a pretty good social media. Whoever's running their social media is doing a good job. They had this like cantankerous old waitress that was down there, and then you had to decide whether you were on Team Debbie or not Team Debbie. And they're doing a pretty good job on their Facebook. They also have I've only ever seen this at that Texas Inn. They have a counter on top of like one of their coolers that's Facebook. And it says how many followers they have. And if you follow them on Facebook, that sign will go and flip to the next number.
I've seen one of those.
And so I was in there and I was like, the hell? And I followed it and I watched my number go, and I was like, that's me. And
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so that's pretty slick technology, right? That's the future.
I don't know how that works. But.
That's like them drink machines that you can just make the drink machine pour off of your phone. Mm-hmm. That's living in the future right there.
Future stuff.
So my question to you guys is, this is free shouts out for anybody out there. Is there a restaurant in this universe, a smaller mom and poppy or lesser known eating establishment that you want to shout out? Like, is your like go-to or comfort food? Like something that
That's a good question.
You can't get all the time because you got to go to this place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something you think about. Like I think about the damn Texas Inn all the time.
Oh, that's an easy one for me.
All right, Bubby, what you got?
And you've probably heard of this place. I haven't heard of yours, but
Rude.
Growing up,
Bubby's starting a fight over here.
I just haven't.
I have not heard of you.
Well, you haven't been to Lynchburg, Virginia, have you now?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then.
But you've probably heard of mine, and John, you'll disagree, but Taco Tico.
Okay, where is Taco Tico? I have not heard of Taco Tico.
So there are several in Oklahoma. I grew up with one in my hometown, South Arkansas, but it's closed since I moved. And then there was one in the town where I went to college, and there's one in Texarkana.
Okay, so there's a couple of there's some around, but not a ton of them, right?
But Oklahoma's the closest for.
All right, tell me about Taco Tico.
It's so kind of like Taco Bell, but it has regular tacos, enchiladas, and it has Sanchos and
what's a Sancho?
Taco burger. Sancho.
You can't just say it has a thing and then just name a random word. You have to tell me what it is.
A Sancho is kind of like a enchilada, but I believe it has beans in it.
Okay.
No, it's not a burrito and it's not enchilada. It's called a Sancho.
Okay. So they made that thing up probably, right? I mean, like all food's made
could
up,
be,
right?
Could be. And
Unless you're gnawing on like a carcass, it's all made up.
they have taco burgers, so it's like a hamburger bun with taco meat in it.
Okay. I was thinking like a hamburger, but with taco seasoning and toppings.
No. It's taco meat.
Okay.
So just
shouts out to the what's their specialty? What's the go-to? What's your go-to menu order?
For me, their enchiladas. They use a sauce that no one else ever does. It's so good.
Okay.
And you just can't find it on anything else but Taco Tico.
Is this a sit-down establishment or like a to-go?
Sit down just like Taco Bell.
Okay. Yeah. Fast food.
Yes.
Okay. Tyler, you got one?
I don't know that I necessarily have one. It's not a small establishment. We used to have one, and I fell in love with it, and they took it away from me.
All right, what do you got?
Mine would be Los Cabos.
Oh, I did enjoy the Los Cabos.
So we went to, as Thor said, I took a trip to Tulsa this weekend to visit family.
Did they have one?
We got Los Cabos.
Yes, there was one there.
Just as good as I remember. So I would have to say that's probably mine.
So
my wife and I's.
So the one here did close.
It's gone.
But the manager of it opened up a new one, and it's right on South Street, right by the square.
A new what?
A new Mexican restaurant, and it's the same cook, same food, different name.
Okay, what's it called? Shouts out to
Sons of Bitches.
Sons of Bitches. That's a rough name for a restaurant, but
I can't believe the city would approve that.
All right, so
now I gotta try to think of it.
So Los Cabos, I would say, is a mix between like a regular Mexican place and like a Jimmy Buffett's.
Yeah.
If you buffet it up,
It had a very like 80s Miami vibe type.
Yeah,
Like
a lot
colors.
of neon and like pink flamingo kind
Very
of
good.
experience.
Delicious.
Very dated in this day and age, but it had its moment.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
the
It
one-
wasn't here very long.
No, it was good. We actually, that was one of my wife's more favorite restaurants here in this town, was the Los Cabos, and she was very sad to see it go.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, closing day.
Oh, you went on closing
I went on
day?
closing day.
That's
to
how-
Los Cabos.
Oh, I can
Come
ta-
on,
I can
Bubby,
taste
look
it
at
right
you.
now. They have fajita chicken enchiladas that are just
Oh, I get the cheeseburger enchilada, and that thing is delicious.
Sauce.
I got the Cabo Wabo platter, which is for 2 people one time, and they were not kidding. Like,
Right. So that makes me. So that was the other thing I was going to say. I was going to say it's a Mexican restaurant mixed with Jimmy Buffett, somehow mixed with Van Halen.
Yes.
That's what that place was. It's very bright in there,
Yes.
unnecessarily so.
Loved it.
It is also larger than it needs to be. Mm-hmm. At least the one that we had.
Yeah.
Like there was way too many places to sit for the amount of people who were actually going there.
That seemed that way for sure.
You could cut that place in about half, and you'd be all right. All right, Amanda, do you have a restaurant that brings you happiness?
Sorry, it's called Cabos Bonitas now.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know.
All right. I'll have to look it up.
All right, now that Bubby's done interrupting.
I do. My favorite place is Ponchachula's, and it's in Ruston, Louisiana.
Okay, and what is the? I mean, I'm going to guess this is a Cajun restaurant of some kind.
Yeah, it's like seafood stuff.
Okay.
And my favorite thing, I actually don't think I could eat anymore.
Oh,
because
no.
I think I'd be allergic to it, but I'd give it a shot. I'd give it a go. It'd be worth it.
And what is
I
that?
love the stuffed catfish.
Oh,
That sounds good.
Stuffed. And what is it stuffed
And it has-
with?
So it has catfish fillets that are stuffed with crawfish stuffing, and then they're covered in crawfish etouffee.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Delicious.
I kind of want to go to there.
Yeah. What'd you say it was?
It's in Ruston, Louisiana.
Okay.
Reston,
That sounds really
Louisiana.
good. That sounds
How
delicious.
far away do you think that is from? Where are the boys now?
It's like 9
Austin,
or 10
Texas?
hours.
No, the other ones.
Oh, they're in first Monroe.
West Monroe, Louisiana.
West Monroe, Louisiana.
How far is that from West Monroe, Louisiana?
Like here to Branson.
Oh, hellfire! We got to tell them to go.
Bring us some back. It'll be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we got
cold
people down
seafood.
there right now, so we can send them to go pick some up. I would pay somebody. By the way, if my family ever came to visit me, I would just have them do it. But I would pay somebody who's coming from the greater Central Virginia area to bring me some of that damn relish from the Texas Inn. I'll tell you that right now. Now, is there only one of these? This particular
I'm
restaurant?
pretty sure there's only one. Yeah.
Did you say Ponchachula?
Ponchachula.
Ponchachula.
The-
Okay.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
All right, I'm in. We're road tripping to.
Now I'm getting hungry.
nice.
I know Tyler's needs to get some food in him because he has that sweet tea in him, and he's getting a little tipsy. All right, so if you've got a favorite restaurant that you would like to shout out here, send us an email. I'll read it on the dang air. It's free advertising for this restaurant. If you are a restaurant, send us some coupons when you do that, will you? And we'll come eat at your place because
Gift card.
me and Bubby love to eat.
Yep.
So gift cards, whatever you got, we'll shout out. I want to make on the Patreon a sponsorship tier because right now we just have the $3 tier. I'm gonna make, I don't know, like a $20 or $25 tier where you can get if you sign up at that tier, I will read almost, and I will preface this with almost any copy for any ad you want me to read. I will freaking Ron Burgundy this. I don't even care a little bit. And I will just read out whatever shenanigans you want me to read out. Now, I'm going to draw some lines, obviously. I'm not going to spout your Nazi propaganda or, your flat earth. You know what? I might shout out your flat earth theory if you got a good one. But other than pure insanity, I will read whatever, word for word, whatever random ass ad copy you want me to read because that sounds like fun. I don't even really we don't need the money, but I just want to do the thing 'cause it's funny. So look for that coming up here soon. I'll figure out that tier of it, and you can sign up for that if you want to, and I will read your ad live here on the air. But if you want to shout out a restaurant, yeah, you can reach us at itsallfishandchips@gmail.com. We'd love to hear about what restaurants, because we're always looking for new places. We're always looking for something good to eat. So, Amanda sent a link for her place to the other group. Oh, with the menu. Tyler, get in that menu. Find me something good.
All right. Oil fish.
All right, I'll tell that story real quick. There's a place in town here that it's an Asian restaurant, Omo's, here in town, and I went to eat with a former colleague of mine, Ledge. Shouts out to Ledge if you're listening. And we were looking at the menu, and I go, I'm gonna pick out your food for you. He goes, okay, you do it, I'll eat it. I was like, okay. So, of course, I'm gonna look down the menu and find the thing that's the most bizarre to me and have him order that. I said, you're gonna order the oil fish. And he goes, all right, I will. And I was like, well, what? And then he ordered the oil fish, and then he ate all the oil fish. And he goes, that's pretty good. And I go, have you ever had oil fish? He goes, not from here, but I've had it before. And I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't realize that.
He's an adventurous eater. I'm not an adventurous eater.
Yeah.
If I go to a Chinese, like a
oil fish,
I am going to order. Now I have the one thing I like. That's how every restaurant in the universe, I have one thing I like, and that's the thing I want.
A la mode.
Okay. It's one motherfucker. I guess I got to explain that too now.
I don't know.
But I have one thing usually at a restaurant. I'll find something I like, and that's the thing I'm going to like. So Chinese restaurants, if they have the option of pineapple chicken, I'm going to order pineapple chicken every single time, right? And if we go to Chili's, let's say, I'm going to get the quesadilla explosion salad. That's the thing.
Shout out to the Lotus Express in Joplin.
Oh, shouts out to the Lotus. Okay, you want to talk about places, Bubby? If you're ever in Joplin, there's a place called Lotus Express, and this is a hole in the wall, okay? It's next to a tattoo place and like a weird like anime manga place, yeah. There's some other weird stuff. It's like in a strip mall, and it's across from the high school there. It's called Lotus Express, and like I said, it's a hole in the wall. They got like 5 tables in the whole place, and they've got some of the best Chinese food around. And Tyler and I, every time we're in that general area, we'll go out of our way to eat there. And let me tell you right now, you're going to go there and you get 3 choices. You can get the lunch combo, you can get the small, or you can get the large. Straight up fuck the lunch combo, okay? Because they're going to give you a spoonful of food and a freaking egg roll and say good luck to you, and a drink and say good luck to you. Okay, now you're down to 2 choices: the small or the large. Which one are you ordering, Bubby?
Small.
That is the correct answer, because if you order the small, you have too much food already.
You and your whole entire family have too much.
If you order the large, which one of us did by mistake, it was not me.
It was me.
They will bring you a 55-gallon drum of whatever you ordered.
Trash can lid.
Just roll that out
so
to
much.
you and just say, here you go. I hope you're hungry next week too.
I honest to God ate every bit of it that I could, and you could not tell that I had touched it.
Yeah. It was so much food, and it's not expensive.
No.
And they have a drive-through that is always busy. Like it's constantly that's how people go there. Just drive-through.
So good.
If
right
you go
now.
in, there's like 4 people ever inside, because no one goes inside. You're insane to go inside. Why would you go inside? But we do every time. The tables are not clean.
Because you have nowhere to take it to.
Yeah.
No, we've sat in the car before and ate it, but it's not the same.
Okay.
But that's Lotus Express. That's in Joplin. I recently sent somebody your 2 friends you work with at work were heading in that direction. I was like, you need to stop by and eat there. And they're like, okay.
They were going down to the Miami area.
I told them to stop it. I don't know if they did or not. We'll have to find out. Follow up on that. But it's delicious.
It's the correct choice.
So anyway, right into the podcast with your recommendations.
I think we're all hungry now.
Yeah, or let us know if you've got any recommendation. I mean, if you stopped at any of these places, and tell us how you thought of them. Bobby,
You got your Parker.
I'm gonna hit the button. Parker. I need a photographer.
Parker, you're late.
You're late. Brock beat you to it.
Okay.
All right, that's all I remember. I gotta find that. It's on my computer somewhere.
But you got to say, need a photographer.
It's not, the problem is it's not labeled as
Just a file.
It's just a file with like numbers and things. I gotta try to find that bullshit. So
Good luck.
I've looked a couple times. It's on there somewhere.
All right. I'm not really even sure how to start this.
Once upon a time.
You'll find
That's how all good stories start.
when a
So
boy
start-
loves a lady.
When a man loves a woman.
That would be a couple of weeks ago. I was in Parker's room probably about bedtime, and I looked in his trash can just because it was kind of full.
Wait a minute. Wait. Well, I want to stop right now. I want to just take a moment. Tyler,
Yes.
Parker's 17 years old,
Yes, he is.
has his own room. Bubby's in that room and says, I wonder what's in the trash can
Don't
of this 17-year-old boy.
Don't.
Continue, Bubby.
It's a glass sock.
Does anyone want to guess?
A glass sock.
I'm going to go Victoria's Secret model catalog.
Neither one of you are close.
Let's see. No, let's see. Give us how many? Can I get one more guess?
I got one guess each. I've got a good one, but it ain't right.
I want to guess.
All right, Amanda, what do you got?
The neighbor girl.
Just in pieces or whole?
I think it's Parker's birthday card from Bubby.
Oh, did he, no, Bubby's shaking his head. No. All right, I get one more guess. Amanda gets one more guess. I'm going to go 2/3 of a bottle of Mad Dog 2020.
You're closer.
Okay.
Oh,
Amanda?
Oh no. 4 empty bottles of NyQuil.
Oh, 4 empty bottles of NyQuil. That's a rough weekend right there.
all right.
No,
Let's have
but,
it.
don't put that in his head.
Don't.
He listens to this podcast. Those are all good suggestions, by the way, Parker.
All right. So, no, what I saw in there was, well, first of all, he drinks Sprite. That's his go-to soda.
Okay.
It's the correct choice.
Can he chug an entire Sprite
Yes. he
without
can.
burping?
No.
Okay, that's a contest. We should try it one day. But
No.
anyway.
All right. So, I see a Sprite bottle, and it is not empty.
Okay.
So, I look. I am sorry that I pull it out.
Why are you going down this road? I got to ask this question.
Because
why are
of
you
what-
digging in the boys' trash?
Because of what was in the bottle.
What's in the bottle, Bubby? What's in the bottle?
He thought it would be hilarious
Hilarious.
if he peed into the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
So he filled it up.
You put the top
threw it in
back
his
on,
trash?
though, right?
Completely filled it up. Yes, had the top on.
Oh,
it,
okay.
Okay.
And just had it in his trash and was going to throw it away. But he thought it was hilarious.
Did you explain to him that is only for long road trips?
No, but that would have been a great explanation. I could have talked to him about. But
Yeah.
no, I was like, don't let me ever see this again.
Amanda, boys are gross, in case you didn't know.
Oh yeah, boys are disgusting.
And men aren't any better.
So, of course, I had to go
She knows. She's well aware.
pour it into the.
So
You poured it out instead of just putting it in the trash can like a regular human being would do?
I poured it out into the toilet and flushed it
You put that bottle
of pee.
directly into the trash can.
it was already in the trash can.
Yeah, it was in. Take the whole trash can out. Just doop. And then guess what? That
then
problem
it's-
goes away on
Yeah, but
Monday or
it's somebody
Tuesday.
else's problem.
So
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
to tail off of this, while we were in Tulsa, I'm in the kitchen doing something, and my wife, when we're at my wife's grandma's house, they get scared because it's not like their house. When they go to the
Also,
bathroom,
there's snakes behind the couch.
Yes, there is. So when they go to the bathroom, like, hey, will you go back there and stay with me for a second? You know.
Is it spooky
So
in this
my
house?
wife,
Is this house haunted?
no,
What's
this
going
is
on?
just kids.
Okay.
So my wife is back there, and I'm in the kitchen, and I heard her tell, "Stop trying to race the water like your dad does. Just wait until the thing flush, or wait till you're done peeing and then flush it." And I was like, "Honey, that's just a guy thing."
Yeah, no.
Now is that just
Target shooting?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Told her, you said you got to let it happen because he's
So-
going to race that water every time.
Last weekend, we're over at the in-laws' house, and the tank says, "I gotta go to the bathroom." And so he goes. I hear him go down the hallway to the bathroom. I'm sitting there, and then about a minute later, I hear my wife go, "You know, you can close that door, right?"
Kids have no modesty.
No, none
whatsoever.
at all. Boy's just over there doing his business.
Yeah, my
It's
wife
straight down
always-
the straight shot down the hallway, like you're just looking right at him.
And my
I'm sure he just waved.
Yeah.
wife's always yelling at Parker, "Close that door! I don't want to hear you."
Don't want to hear. No, this wasn't a hear thing. You were looking right at that boy.
Just
So yeah, I'm a big proponent of closed door bathroom.
Yeah.
There's no reason in any relationship, be it romantic or friend or family
Yep.
that door ever needs to be open
Just
while
go
somebody's
ahead
in there.
Nope, just go ahead and close it.
Turn that fan on.
Yep.
Go ahead and do that for me too. Maybe crack a window. I don't know what you're doing in there, but go
right.
ahead and just crack that window
Be
open.
courteous while you're in there.
Courteous.
Think of others.
Yeah, there's some spray in there. Use that while you're at it.
I prefer to leave the door open.
Oh,
There you go.
really?
All right. Well,
Amanda's a showgirl here. She's gonna
she's
putting on a little program for the family members.
gonna show up and show out. There she goes.
Now, my wife has a different problem,
Yeah.
which is that she cannot go to the bathroom on her own.
Oh,
She has company every time she wants to go, and as many as 4 will go in to join her while she is.
what's that like?
I don't know, because it's the dogs and the cats. They all like can't be far away from mommy. You got to be close
yeah.
by. And I'm like the cat. My cat tries to come in because she just likes to hang out. Or I'm like, no, sweetheart, you're gonna stay out here, and I'm gonna go in here. And
Slam the door in her face.
yeah, I do.
There's the difference. Probably just like my wife. So my wife gets up earlier than we do, so she takes a bath and gets ready, and then she'll wake us up, right? So she just wants to have some quiet time. Well, that cat will sit there and just
Right.
scratch at the door.
Yeah.
I have made it a point to make sure that I don't cater to that, and
Right.
those animals leave me alone.
Yeah.
She will cater to every little like pick up, hold, open the door, so they
Yeah.
know that she's going to open it. They look at me and they're like, "It's not even worth my time."
So I've made the mistake of feeding the damn yellow cat while I'm eating, and he does not get to eat meat because he got the Hank Hill disease. He got
Yeah.
got a narrow urethra, and so he's not supposed to eat protein. But I'll give him a little tiny bit. He's on the special food and blah blah blah. So doctor says it's fine. Doctor says he's not gonna die, and so I'll give him a little bit. Well, now he has gotten to be a demanding little prick about it, and he will come up to me and just hit me, just like pop, 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 to let me know he's there. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you any right now. I'll give you something a little bit. Pop, pop, pop. No, buddy, I'm not gonna. And so then I'll have to kick him away with my foot, and he's right back. Pop, pop, pop. And finally, he'll get fed up enough, and he'll put one claw out, and he'll just go boop, right into my leg with that fucking claw. And then I lose my shit, and I chase him. I have to chase him away, and blah blah blah. I created that monster. I realized.
cats.
Yeah, I created that monster. I realized I did that on my own.
I did the same thing with those Temptations cat treats. My cats, at the same time every day, when I get up for coffee in the morning, when I get home in the evening, they will stand there and stare me down,
Right.
and until I give them treats. So I've created monsters.
So we do treats whenever we leave the house. Partly because I want to be able to count all the animals to make sure I haven't left anybody outside.
Yeah,
But also, it just sets it's a good routine. They know we're leaving. Bubby is resting his face on his microphone just in case you hear those folks playing along at home
in.
drink. The cats have learned to come to a whistle, so I can whistle for them. They'll come running down. They'll get in these little cardboard houses they have on the counter, so I can feed them individually. And the dogs, we tell them go to their room, and they'll go sit on the couch, and then I can feed them there. And it's not a ton of mayhem, but I can keep an eye on where all the animals are, make sure all the doors that have to be locked are locked, all the rooms that they're not allowed in, so on and so forth. What's Bubby got going on over here?
I don't know.
Bubby, okay? I'm gonna have to halt the podcast now because Bubby is either drunk or doing his own thing, and I'm just curious what the fuck's going on over here, Bubby.
Nothing. I just noticed that you got the light working
Oh yeah,
yeah.
because it was
Brighter in
dark last week.
yeah. So I didn't do anything. Didn't do a
came
single
on,
thing. It
just
just
started
came back
working?
on, started working again.
Okay.
Remember when this one above my head was flickering and all screwed up? I didn't do anything to fix that one either. It just quit one day, and I was like, okay, whatever. So Bubby had to put his sunglasses on because he's drunk and he just realized how bright that light is.
Right.
God dang it. This place. You guys and this podcast.
It's brighter than the eclipse.
Gonna be the death of us. We are coming up, by the way. We are not too far away from our 1-year anniversary.
Wow.
I know this because I have to renew everything when
exciting.
when that comes up. So we'll try to have something fun planned. We need to talk off air about the link that Amanda sent us in the chat, Tyler, about the possibility of that occurring.
Okay.
We might be having another fish and trips coming up with the 4 of us. We might be going somewhere fun, so stay tuned for that. I'll make promises like I did for the circus, and then we'll see if anything actually happens. Because nobody went to the circus with me. I got one more I'm going to hit, and then we'll go around and see if anybody's got anything. This morning, going into work,
Yep.
8:15 in the morning, I'm driving into work. Mondays I got to be in there a little early. Usually I'm a 9 o'clocker, or actually about 8:45, but I got an 8:30 meeting on Mondays, so I got to go to that. I'm driving down Sunshine, and coming up on my right-hand side on Sunshine is the only thing I can describe is as a club girl. Now, and when I say club girl, I mean like rave, going out and partying till 4 in the morning, probably some ecstasy kind of club girl. She's got striped tights, short skirt, furry jacket, 7 braids in her hair, just braid, just sticking, kind of like Coolio, kind of that experience going on. Not to that extent, but kind of to that extent, right? And then a large neon green bandage on the side of her face. Oh. At 8:15 in the morning. Now,
it's been a heck of a night.
This is right by Bass Pro.
Mm-hmm. Is she doing the walk of shame?
Here's the thing, Bubby. There's no bar or clubs anywhere near.
Nope, but there's a hotel.
There's yes, but that is an expensive hotel actually right over there, because that's that Bass Pro one over there.
True.
That one is expensive. But she is just marching it up the side of the road with, I'm hoping, a fresh tattoo under that bandage and not some sort of either stab wound or she chewed through her own cheek kind of experience. And I'm just like, what?
You know what I do in my own time.
That is my own business.
Airing it out.
I thought she looked familiar.
I don't need judgment from you.
Love your braids.
Yeah, they were. It was. Yeah. No, I'm not like. I'm just wondering, like, A, how we got to this point, but B, there's not that many places in Springfield where you can go for that experience.
No.
Like most of those places, and just recently 2 of them just shut down. Mm-hmm. So there's not a ton of the thing came on. It doesn't work anyway. It's not doing anything. Most of those clubs shut down. So like if you are into that like rave lifestyle, this is not the town for you to begin with. Like if you want a country bar, I can probably round you up one of those.
Oh yeah, I got 3 or 4 of those around the corner.
Right, but
I have a question about that.
Okay, fire in the hole.
So remember in Reed Springs there was a strip club. Do you remember the name of it?
Spanx.
100% Spanx.
We were talking about that the other day, actually.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding that building.
It's not a Spanx anymore.
No. They're rebuilding it.
It is.
What's going to be, Bubby?
It's good.
It hasn't been Spanx in
It's a
15
storage
years.
unit.
Okay.
That's what it was before.
Storage unit.
Yeah, you're storing your unit in that one.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you guys a brief. Let me paint you a picture here of Spanx. Spanx was an old gas station. Okay, let's start off by saying it used to be a gas station. And at some point, and Reed Springs, Missouri is not a populous area.
No.
It does not have a lot of people anywhere near Reed Springs, Missouri. So this former gas station, someone decided one day was going to be a good idea to turn it into a strip club. But not only am I going to turn it into a strip club, I'm going to put a bunch of small motorhomes, trailers behind this club where the girls are going to, now here's my air quotes, stay. They're going to live in these trailers, okay? And you can go to the club, and maybe if you're lucky, you can, they'll give you a tour of one of their trailers so you can see how they live their lives.
Yeah.
For a fee, you can do that.
Tour the trailer.
And if you think that, if in your brain you are picturing the seediest place you can possibly imagine, you have not pictured seedy enough. You have not pictured a place that will give you a cold shiver, like a goose walking over your grave when you look at it, like the actual building that was Spanx. Tyler, did you ever go into Spanx?
Never inside, no.
No, never inside. Bubby, I know you are a frequent. You had the punch card.
Nope.
So
you went and saw how those girls lived.
He was 2 punches away from a sub when they closed. If you know what I mean, a sub. Amanda, I'm going to assume you had never been inside of Spanx, or you have? Question mark.
I had not.
Okay.
Have you, Thor?
I have not. Also, never been inside it. A friend of the podcast, Tim, though, had like to tell me that he had been to Spanx, And I was like, when had you been to Spanx? He goes, well, it was still a gas station when I went. And I was like,
Okay, so you hadn't been to Spanx.
Right. It was called Spanx then, too.
Oh, okay.
The gas station was, oddly enough, also called Spanx.
Okay.
I'm going to guess Mr. Spank owned it. And then he said, one day he just went, you know what?
Spank family.
Spank family. The Spank dynasty of Hollister, Missouri. One day he went, you know what? Last name Spank. I'm doing this wrong. I'm shutting this gas station down.
I wonder if it's Spank's storage unit now.
I hope it is.
I hope so.
I hope somebody has just kept the name alive. They're like, you know what? It's just like Artie Ayers Silver Mine.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep this history alive. And you can look that up on the internet. I'm not gonna explain Artie Ayers Silver Mine to you. But that'll be Kimberling City area if you're narrowing that story down on the internet. There's a Wikipedia page, I'm sure.
We're going to need Amanda to stop by there and let us know.
Yeah. You go down there once in a while. Just swing in there, Bubby. Let me
Yeah.
know what's going on.
She's actually driving, so.
No,
I don't go that way.
she doesn't go that way.
That's right. You go 65.
Yep. So when you go down there next time, Bubby, I need you to swing by Spanx and tell me you know what? Book report.
Book report.
Bubby, we're going to need a book report. Next time you go down to that particular business, you're going to have to stop in and tell me what's going on. I'm going to give a quick book report, and then we're going to get out of here. The dispensary that I go to
Yep.
has been located in a sketchy-ass strip mall for quite some time in a temporary housing as they get a new building ready.
Yep.
The new building is open.
Hell yeah.
It is an old bank,
Yep.
and they have painted the entire inside of this bank black. Every bit of stone, every bit of everything.
Is it the one that outside's painted black as well?
Yes. The outside is also painted black.
Flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know which one you're
Vanta
talking
black.
Like a
They-
flat.
Yeah, like a black Fanta, but Vanta black. You can't even see it. Like you look at it, and your eyes just slide off of it. They had a fireplace in this place. They've just turned it into some sort of bookshelf where they filled the fireplace up with like shelves and little books. And the vault, they have got 2 holes and keep all the weed in the vault. But then they have little hatches that will open up and they will deliver the weed out of the little hatch and close it, and then they'll hand you the little thing. It is a lot of building for not a lot of business.
Yeah, it's really funny that you say that. A friend of mine used to just raking off a glass table into a Ziploc bag. I don't know why they're taking such care of it.
I think now the government's involved, they want a little higher class of establishment than your old buddy from high school. Yours is mostly seeds and stems anyway, so. I just want to say that shouts out to Good Day Farms and their upgrade, because I no longer feel like I'm going to get mugged when I go to that place. So bonus there. I think that's going to wrap it up for us this week. If you'd like to write us, again, you can write us at itsallfishandchips@gmail.com. Please do. We'd love to read your emails live here on the air. We're very excited every time we get an email. The last one encouraged us to tase Bubby. So I'm very excited about that. Remember, we get to 5,000 followers, we get to tase you, Bubby. So you're not in any danger right now, but one day we're hoping you will be. If you'd like to check out the website, it's allfishandchips it's allfishandchips.com. Check us out on our Facebook group. You can search for us on the Facebook. There's also a link for it in the show notes. That's where all the pictures from the shows will be posted, all the extra content, all that's going up on the Facebook right now. Check us out on YouTube. All the new episodes are being posted there. We have a TikTok. I have abandoned that because it is way more effort than it needs to be, and I only ever get 200 views ever anyway.
Yeah.
That's how TikTok works. You get 200 views, and then they cut your ass off. Unless you got 1,000 views in the first 2 minutes, they're just going to cut your ass off. We also have an Instagram that we've done nothing with. We should probably link that to the freaking Facebook page, and then stuff will go over there automatically.
Yeah,
I got to figure out how to do that. And check us out on our Patreon. It's Patreon. It's All Fish and Chips. We got a $3 tier. You sign up to that, you'll get a picture drawn by a member of the cast or one of their family. Tyler, that's the one. Going out tomorrow.
That's pretty good.
And then another prize that will be named in the future. This one is a custom-made bracelet by Amanda. So sign up for that, and we'll shout you out on the podcast. Carol. And also, we got 4 people now. And also, you can apparently just barge your way into the podcast and be on it if you want, if you're a Patreon subscriber. So the 3 of you who have not been on the podcast yet, if you want to be, shout out. We'll get you on here. So having said all of that, my name's Thor.
Bubby.
Tyler.
Amanda.
And there we have it, folks. And remember, no matter what else you got going on in your life, it's all fish and chips.